Welcome to Insurance Alert Broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here, Editor-in-Chief. Today we are going to talk to Mr. Parthanil Ghosh. Mr. Ghosh is President, Motor Business, HDFC Ergo General Insurance Company Limited. With Mr. Ghosh, we are going to find out what is the growth strategy of the company and rural initiatives which they have undertaken. So let's talk to him. Sir, my first question to you is, what is this growth strategy of your company for the next 4 months? Because as we all know, these are the most crucial months for most of the insurance companies.
So, Mr. Jain, one good thing that we have been mentioning that is happening, that the awareness of the entire health insurance business that has come, unfortunately, based on the pandemic situation that we are seeing. So the retail health business, as you are aware, also it has been growing by almost 34% year on year till October, compared to that of FY20 to 21. So retail health, of course, remains a growth strategy for us during this last 4 months, which is the busy season for health. You know that now we have an energized merged company between HDFC Ergo General Insurance and HDFC Ergo Health, which on a merged entity is HDFC Ergo General. So retail health remains our growth engine. Along with it, the motor business, where we have been consistent in increasing our market share in a very, very difficult market. However, in the last 2 months, we have seen the new vehicle sales also pushing up. So the degrowth that we had seen in the first 4 months has got reduced. So the motor also remains our growth strategy in the next 2 months, apart from the commercial business. So this is on the business side. But when we look at the growth, we don't look at growth only from the perspective of the top line. We also like to see that what is there for our partners and for our customers. Have we been able to make the journey extremely smooth for our partners, for our agents across, and what kind of enablers we have been able to give it to them in the next 4 months, because they have been our mainstay. They have been one of our pillars into our entire this business. As you are aware that after this merger, we will be one of a very, very few and unique general insurance company, which will be having almost 1.4 lakh agents. That's the largest agent force within the general insurance business, including all shades of companies. So as a growth strategy, we are trying to see that how we can enable them with the digital tools, with the training tools, and new and definite new products. That is one. Secondly, another growth strategy that is being driven, of course, by the mandates of the regulator, because regulator in the last few months have been extremely proactive to support the customers at the end, to take them out of this very, very difficult situation that we are facing, and we are implementing it. And thirdly, our entire digital drive that we are doing. Today, almost 50% of our call center exercise is happening digital. Our 80% of our motor intimation is digitally enabled. So whether it's an agent, channel partners can come in and intimate without calling up the call center or the customer. Same is happening for our health claims. On the survey of the motor, almost 70% of our survey are digitally done, either by the workshops or by the surveyors themselves. Plus, during this period, we are also going ahead with our artificial intelligence enabled claims damage detection facility that we have launched just 2 weeks back. So one side, the top line growth by penetrating new markets, the tier 3, tier 4 towns, getting into new products in health that the regulator has allowed us to do. On motor, getting into new partnerships and also new territories to increase our market share. And on the servicing side, fortifying the already very strong digital environment that we already have for the entire claim servicing or other policy servicing issues. both for the end customers as also for the channel partners.
Great. So this is basically, when we talk about internet and all this, is basically for cities, metros, or maybe tier 1 or 2 cities. What about the smaller places? Because most of the problem is there. Like even penetration is very low. Knowledge wise also not that we have knowledge in Mumbai, we don't have in smaller places. So what are your plans for to reach those people?
Good. Matlab, this is a very, very interesting question, because every time when we talk about the metro cities,
Yeah.
the next ones, that what is happening. So as an organization, so we also understand and appreciate that 2/3 of the country lives in the rural areas.
Really,
If we
yeah.
are talking about the rural, in our parlance, we call it Bharat. So one is India
Yeah.
and other is Bharat. So your question is what you are doing in Bharat.
It's a Bharat.
So as an organization, there are a few strategies that we undertake. The first one, the government of India do have a common service center, which is known as CSC. The village level entrepreneurs, the VLEs, run these facilities, which basically provide service of all the government of India services for the citizens. The second part of that, they also distribute insurance, and they are at the tiniest of the locations. We are a very, very substantial player on this platform. It is completely digital. People can go and buy their motor insurance and health insurance through this CSC. That is one. We have been, we are in the excess of 40% market share owner of that. These are government of India initiatives. Absolutely at the village level, district level, block level, they are present. There is one. Number two, as an organization, we understood the potential of the rural areas. So what we did, we opened digital offices across. So what is a digital office? So there is a sales manager along with a office, digital office, which is his computer, completely enabled to issue policies, to accept claims. And they are present in almost 350 districts of this country. And there we are recruiting agents. We are working with MISPs. We are working with bank branches wherever we have the tie-ups. So our entire objective is that how do we bring this balance between India and Bharat? By doing it, as far as Bharat is concerned, we know that there are two things which is very important. One is you sell your normal products. You distribute your normal products of motor and accident and others. But what about the health insurance? So for that, the kind of a training that we are giving, both, of course, this is a time during the pandemic time, we can't go on the classroom basis, but we have weekly training schedules where agents do connect and they get trained. Secondly, we have help desk where agents can call up to clear their queries so that they don't have to go to anywhere and get misguided. Thirdly, for the awareness only, that we as an organization has been doing insurance quiz for school children.
Okay.
For the class 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have been doing it for the last 4 to 5 years. And we are the only company who's been doing it across 100 locations of this country with thousands of schools, which has been applauded by the regulator also. And now this year, we have seen a number of schools, children who participated along with their parents are from these smaller geographies. So as an organization, we are trying to address certain part on the awareness. We are making ourselves present with our digital capabilities and physical presence in almost 350 to 400 districts of the country, and providing very simple product solutions through the CSC platform of Government of India, so that the missing middle portion that we talk about of our country are being addressed with proper protection, so that they are indemnified in case of very, very unfortunate losses.
Right. What about the products, sir? Because see, the purchasing power of metro or these are much more, but for Bharat, the same price people cannot afford. Like in Bombay, people don't mind paying 25,000, 30,000 premium, but in Bharat or smaller places, how they cannot afford 30,000 for a year.
So there are two things, Mr. Jain. So there are two things. One is, of course, the sum insured requirement will be less in Bharat. The regulator also has helped with the Arogya Sanjeevani.
Yeah.
Thirdly, our pricing also takes care of the tier of cities that we are doing. So all these things will help to bring down the premium. Secondly, the entire digital enablers, and today, and you are aware that in Bharat also, they most probably are more digitally empowered than the other places, because we have seen during pandemic how our policy holders have to renew their motor policies even through online, through net. So all these initiatives are doing one thing, that is bringing down my cost of operation. At the end of the day, the cost of operation comes down. It reduces the loading to the customers at the end of the day. Secondly, the entire our system has been geared up where we can actually go to pre-author to do pre-auth approvals for hospitalization within the 15 to 20 minutes of receipt of the document from the hospitals. So one side, yes, products which are for the rural areas, for the Bharat, the health products, tier-wise, that we have done. We have also creating the service parameters for which those customers, those policyholders in Bharat, they are brought at the equal platform as the customers in Delhi or Mumbai.
Fantastic, sir. It was a great experience listening from you and understanding how HDFC Ergo is working and how they are moving forward and what are the initiatives they have done. So thank you very much for your time and presence.
Thank you, Mr. Jain. Thank you very much. We get tremendously educated from the mails that we receive from you, especially you are driving these insurance alerts, and all the information that we receive. We also come to know about the industry, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you. And through you, I would like to thank all the agents who are associated with you, with your platform, for all the support that they have provided to the insurance industry at large and also to HDFC Ergo during these very, very difficult times. We salute them and we thank you, and thank you the entire channel fraternity through your network.
Thank you, sir, and thank you very much for all whatever you said, because this gives us more power, or to work harder and harder.
No, thank you very much. Thank you, and all the best for all your future initiatives. Namaskar.
Namaste, sir.
Thank you.